And we should be live. Happy Friday, everybody. I forgot to put it on low latency mode. I thought I did, and then I pressed go live before, so I might not respond to the chat as quick on screen. But Kenneth, good afternoon, and Patty, good evening. Yeah, we seem to be doing these Friday streams a little bit more often now, which is okay. I don't mind it. It's very, well, it's not very warm outside. It's 24 degrees Celsius. A little too warm for me. I got some work to do this afternoon. I have to cut the grass after this live stream and then do some work. So hopefully everybody is having a good Friday and my voice isn't sounding like a robot like last time we did a live stream. If you want to let me know that it all sounds good, I'm pretty sure it is. David, how's it going? Jordan, how's it going? Mike, how's it going? Zach, Rich. We're not drinking coffee today. We are drinking peach Perrier. Tim, how's it going? 24 Celsius in freedom. I don't know. Let's see. Celsius. I don't know. It's too hot for me. I don't like it. I even have, it's 75.2 Fahrenheit. I have the air conditioning on because Chantel's not home. She can't deal with the cold, but it's still too warm. I did just get home not too long ago. I was out picking up some UniFi gear that I get from the US and get it shipped here, and it's about a half hour from me to go pick that up. Tim, I think I said hi to you. UniFi Pro, how's it going? George, how's it going? Timothy, William, Jim the IT guy, Simon, Richard M, how's it going? Yeah, so I've done a few videos this week. I think I did two. I did the smart sensor, and then we did the video today, then wall 6, which we'll talk about. Yeah, I'm not good with the Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion. I just put no giveaways today, no. I'll give people warning before. I still need to ship out the last 2 giveaways, so I have a UDR behind me that I gotta send out. Probably do that tomorrow, same with the other one. Unfortunately, I can't do giveaways every time because it costs me money out of my pocket. Like these UDRs probably cost me $1,000 to give away. So, Jan, I am doing well. Yeah, I'm doing good. I was hanging out with the cats a little bit this morning, did some work, did the video. It's good. It is a long weekend here in Canada, which I didn't realize, and I booked myself a job for Monday, which kind of works out. It's a dentist office, and there won't be any staff in there, so it'll be easier. And I get to film it, so it's good. You're going to see another on-site film. Albert, how's it going? Ooh, sweet. I appreciate you doing an order on my link. That's very much appreciated. We'll talk about that in a bit. I have no idea what this means. That like a different that's Dutch to English? Maybe that means hello? Oh, it means good evening. All right, well, good evening to you as well. How going the new doorbell? So I don't actually have the new doorbell yet. I hopefully I will soon. But we're gonna talk about that because that dropped, and I wasn't expecting that to drop so soon. Yeah, so the EU link I believe works. The Canadian link, I don't think we make any commission off Canada link. I think it's just the EU and the US right now. Demir, hello, how's it going? So yeah, this came out today, the access point wall 6. If you didn't see my video, go watch that. I like it better, just how the format is. They, well, you'll see in the video, but they don't have this front part. I can't even speak. They don't have the front base on it. Like if we look at the in wall, see how that plate came off? Like, I don't even know why we had this plate. They should have designed it in the, well, actually I do know why. Because our screws had to go through the top. And now they've designed it a little bit different, like it's a hook style mount, which is way better in my opinion. John, how's it going? Let's see, where else are we? Roger, good evening or good afternoon. Yeah, so I can't, yeah, maybe Jim could answer the new doorbell. I know there's been some people complaining about it, but everybody complains about everything, so it doesn't really matter. There still isn't some functionality with it either because there's another piece to the doorbell, kind of, that isn't like it's still an EA. So obviously that there will be that limitation till that's released from EA. I should probably have mine on, I would think I'll have mine on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday. So Ubiquiti is sending me one, I believe, and I bought one myself. I didn't realize, so when I bought one, I emailed my contact at Ubiquiti. I said, hey, can I get a Doorbell Pro? Didn't hear anything back. The doorbell went live. I bought it. Right as after I bought it, I got the email saying, yep, we already pushed it through last week for you. So now I'll have two. Either I'm going to give it to my mom or I'll do a giveaway for one. Don't hold me to that because I don't know, and the doorbells are very expensive. The EU link, you know what, I need to update my descriptions. I had it in a couple. I had it in a couple videos, but I kind of took it out because I didn't know what was working and what isn't working. Let me just see. I don't know which video I put it in. It wasn't in my most recent. Where did I do this? US. I probably could just make it up right now. I'm pretty sure I had it somewhere in one of these. You know what? I'll check one more video. If it doesn't work, I'm going to update all these descriptions yeah, it's not there. I'm going to update the descriptions to have the EU and to have USA. I wish we would just have one link that could work across all the stores. It would make life 10 times easier. And maybe it does. I don't know. Like if you use the US link and go to a different country, it may work. I'm not sure. I wish they did an enterprise version of the in-wall with a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet interface. Yeah, that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. How easy is it to get products in Canada? Not overly easy because there's a lot of stuff that's sold out. A lot of the gear that I buy, I'm buying from the US, getting shipped here, and it ends up costing me like 25% more. Russell, how's it going? I'm migrating a Synology NAS at the moment. Awesome. You grabbed the in-wall, the U6 in-wall. I think the radio pattern is similar to the in-wall HD. I haven't seen the radio pattern, actually. I should have looked that up. I believe it still has the fingerprint scanner. Maybe Jim could answer that because I don't have it. Is it possible to use UniFi phones to get doorbell calls? Not as of yet. It's kind of half launch, but I would assume just because maybe the other thing that's in EA isn't out. I don't know. What Wi-Fi 6 access point do you recommend? Got the UDR, but want to add another AP on the other side of the apartment, roughly 100 meters in size. My favorite AP right now, I mean, the in-wall 6 is great, but they're going to be, they're the newest item, so they'll be sold out quite a bit. The U6 Pro is a great access point. It's out of EA? I don't think it's out of EA, is it, Albert? Or do you mean, like, I know it's in EA. Let's see. Oh, wait, I think we're talking about something else. Yes, so the doorbell isn't in EA here anymore, or in the US anymore either. I'm tempted to replace the Ring doorbell we have at the moment with the new one. I've used a couple of Ring doorbells. I thought it was okay. Did you see? Let's see. Hey there, do you know if Ubiquiti is planning on doing a refresh on their 10 gig router? I'm waiting for a real firewall from Ubiquiti that is capable of 10G. I think the USG XG8 did that. I'm not too sure because I never used that. I don't know if they'll have a router. Well, I mean, the UDM Pros and UDM-SEs have a 10 gigabit WAN interface. Simon says, "Hey Cody, thank you for your time. There are not many people who do live streams that often. I used to do it every Friday and every Sunday, but then I mean, even when I do it this Sunday, it's going to be repeat information. But I guess it's good for people who want to join the live and they can't on Sundays. I do realize that on Sundays is, you know, some people do things on that certain day. Does the smart sensor really require a Wi-Fi 6 AP to use? If so, will the Wi-Fi 6 in wall work? I'm not too sure if the Wi-Fi 6 in wall will work. That is there we go. I don't think it's listed. I don't know. I don't see why it wouldn't though. What the heck is this? So what they say is the U6 LR, the U6 Lite, and the U6 Pro. So I have, I'm not going to mention that because that's still an EA2. But anyway, it didn't work. But I think maybe because it wasn't linked to my UNVR. Let me see. Let me bring up my UNVR. I don't remember. What is my UNVR IP address? Because if it's linked, it may work. All right, well, that's not my password. There we go. And UI verify, if you don't have that set up, I would highly suggest it. And it makes logging into your devices a lot easier. All right, so let's take a look. Oh, it is. Okay, so it is there. Make sure I'm not showing anything. Yeah, so I don't know if it will go to it. So we could see that this U6 Pro is linked, and that's linked to my smart sensors. But we have another U6 Pro and then this U6 in wall. It's available. So I would assume we could use it. Let's see. Where the heck am I? David, how's it going? Daniel, put your link in chat so I could order that soonish. Are you talking about the Europe link? This is the link for the United States. You know what? I could probably, let me just do this. This will probably be the Europe one here. This is affiliate link. So if people are interested in, you know, if they're buying gear and they want to support me. How the heck did I just do with that? I am blind today. Give me 2 seconds. I'll do this and then we will stop with the links. That out of the way. Okay, so this one should be for Europe. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I mean, either way, thank you for using it. There we go. This is the Europe one. Let's see. Yes, it would work with the... Okay. Actually, I might be getting this from one of my subs. I'm definitely getting rid of the Nest doorbell as soon as the Pro I could get a Pro. The Pros are very hard to get just because I think they only released about 300 yesterday. Alonzo, how's it going? Home, how's it going? The UXG Pro is capable of 10 gig with IDS. You should be able to get 8. The Edge Router Infinity. The Edge Router Infinity, is that not like very expensive? I haven't done a crazy amount of work with the Edge line. Spiffin, how's it going? Christopher, good afternoon. Does your phone show the doorbell when someone rings it? That I'm not sure of because I don't have it yet. It does show it on the G4 doorbell, like the older one. Also, does the extra port work when you have a VLAN set for talk only? It should. Are you talking about on the UniFi talk phones or an actual like cell phone? Yes, smash the like button. Appreciate it. I did have the UXG Pro, but I sold it. I probably shouldn't have sold it because I'll probably end up buying it again to do future videos. Hey Cody, do you know if the U6 in-wall GA release is the same as the most recent EA? I hope so. Yeah, I believe it's the exact same. I have 5 UDM Pros I manage. I have one that requires a reset every day to keep the console online. You may want to either reset it and try to backup or restore from backup, or open up a case with Ubiquiti. Do you sell lots of 24 Pro PoEs, and is it worth it compared to the non-Pro? We do. It depends if our clients need UniFi access, then we sell a lot of the Pro PoEs. If they don't, then we're just going with the non-Pro. What do you think is the best value UniFi camera for outdoor around the house? I really like the G4 bullets. Yes, G4 bullets. Someone else said that. Yep. The smart sensor is BLE, not Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi 6 APs have BLE, so that's why they work with them. I'm running the UniFi controller on an old PC for my church, going to upgrade that PC. Is migrating local host as easy as backup restore? You can do a migration, and it's pretty straightforward. I've rarely ever actually installed on PCs. Willie may know better. Oh, he probably just answered you there. Perfect. Since the Doorbell G4 is in stock in Canada, should I buy it or wait for the G4 Pro? Worth the wait. I would probably wait till the G4 Pro. The G4 Pro is listed at $299 US, so USD to Canadian. So you're looking at $384 Canadian. I don't know. I think it's worth it just for that down-facing camera, because I have the doorbell at my front door, and then I have a G4 Dome. With the new doorbell, I'm going to pull out the G4 Dome. There's no use for it. Cardi, how's it going? Any chance of a video about setting up DDNS on a UDM Pro? Probably not. I think that would be very limited use cases. What do you use for installer parts, cable ties, tool storage, and pack out? I just bought the Milwaukee pack out. Or is that what it's called? Milwaukee. It's like $500, but it was definitely worth it. This right here. So the case, the tool case actually clicks in as well. I forget, maybe I'll do a tour of it one day if anybody's interested. But on the bottom, I have this massive hammer drill, and then I have my normal DeWalt drill. I have a little vacuum. In this box, I have just like some tie wraps and like my network testers, cable testers, and things like that. This one's for faceplates, for drywall rings, and I think some other little keystone mounts. This is screws, obviously, and then this top one holds all my 6-inch patch panels and keystones. Or patch cable, sorry. It's worth it. I think it's to lug. I just use a car. So if you're trying to start a business and you think that you need a big truck and you need all these expensive tools, you don't. Just start your business, try getting work. I mean, if you could buy a certified tester, do it. They're very expensive. Or just get a normal, a wire mapper. Lots of jobs don't, I mean, you should certify your cables, but lots of jobs don't require it. And you don't need top-end things when you're starting a job. But I think this is worth it because it all clicks together and it's very easy to move. Marcello, how's it going? Let's see, where am I? I'm going to try not to miss anything. Oh, yes, on the talk phone. So if you use VLAN 20 for talk and 10 for my computers, can I set the extra port? Yes, so you could set, yeah. So what you would do, you'd have like a voice VLAN. Is the Switch Enterprise 24 PoE very loud? What are your thoughts on the hardware? I think that's the one I have. Pretty sure I have that. And no, it's not very loud. The majority of the Ubiquiti devices are relatively quiet. Okay, so that's not sure. You're probably talking about this one right here. Yeah, it's quiet. I think it's great. Honestly, the difference between the G4 and the Pro is not huge. If you don't mind the parcel cam and aren't in the US or the door lock, it's not actually worth it in my honest opinion. Very neat. So For me, it's going to be worth it for that parcel. I get lots of things shipped to my house, and I need to know if it's at my front door. With the dome, I mean, do I need it? No. Do I need all this other gear? Well, to do videos on, but after I'm done videos, it kind of just sits here. Hey, Cody, just curious, when you started in IT, did you start with the Cisco specific classic or just jump to the generic CompTIA stuff? So curious on your opinions of certs. So I think any learning is great. Do I think certs are required? Probably not, but it really does help out. I started out doing my Cisco CCNA. I got hired on after, I went to school for computer networking. Only a 2-year college course. I didn't finish. I got hired on within my first year for a bank, an enterprise bank. I did computer networking, and then I did data center engineering, and then my final position there was compute engineering, building out infrastructure for like, we were doing Cisco UCS stuff for a bunch of VMware clusters. It was a super interesting job. I think for beginner knowledge though, like a Network Plus from CompTIA or just learning basic theory is great. I think you need that. But there's a size difference, and you need to make sure the larger doorbell will fit your space. Ooh, I don't know how mine's just on brick. So I've been debating if I wanted to cut a hole in the wall where, because right now I just have the 2-wire, your normal doorbell cable that connects to a transformer. I'm trying to find it. I don't know if I have a picture on here. Anyway, so when I first originally did that with the G4 doorbell, I had to, how they laid the cable into the door, I had to reroute it, so I had to cut a big hole in my drywall. Now, do I want to cut another hole in the drywall just to make it with that Ethernet adapter? I'm not too sure if it's worth it. It would be nice to have it hard. Oh, there we go. So originally this, let me move my head. This is where they had the doorbell here, and they had the doorbell wire coming out here. It was just one of those, press button doorbells. So I had to drill a hole through the wall, grab the doorbell cable, and then pull it through. And I am terrible at drywalling and mudding, so I don't know if I want to fix that. Unless I hire someone. Maybe I'll hire someone to patch it up. I don't think they do. If they have any BGP compatibility, it would be like their Edge line or their UISP line. Do you use the Ubiquiti power strip? And if so, how do you like it? I do use it. It's not adopted into my controller right now though, because I've been turning on and off the wireless meshing. You need wireless meshing for it to work. I think it works good. For the price point, it's really good. Yeah, the packouts are awesome. I keep wanting to buy more packout, but I don't have enough room. Order made with the EU link. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you have a Ring Pro, should the power just work on the G4 Pro? I have no idea because I don't know what the Ring Pro is capable of. I don't think I've done a video with Cisco to UI VPN. Maybe Willie has. I'm not too sure. I don't remember if I most likely haven't. I haven't done Cisco stuff in quite a while. It's your Lifeline box. It actually is. Before I had the packouts, I would just throw stuff in my car and it would just get everywhere because I'm doing a job, I'm rushing, and it would just go everywhere. So these packout boxes have kept me so much more organized. Louis, how's it going? Or Lewis, I always mess up that name, but hey, how are you? Let's see. Replacing a G4 dome with the Doorbell Pro makes sense. It's not as much of a thing here in the UK, having parcels left on your doorstep. For the most part, I'm home anyway, so when there is a delivery, I'm like a kid at Christmas running downstairs and grabbing the package right away. But there are some people, I mean, it's everywhere, you see it on the internet, who go up and take your packages. And The packages that I get are fairly expensive. I don't need those to go missing. Gaston, how's it going from Argentina? Ring sucks. I think I have a Ring doorbell in there somewhere. Let's see. I asked on your UniFi Wi-Fi in-wall video 40 minutes ago, but I'll ask here. Okay. Any idea if the in-wall still supports the UniFi? I doubt it supports the junction. I should have looked at that, but I don't think so. Maybe it does. Maybe it, I'll get back to you on that. I'll take it off after this live stream and I'll answer your comment on the video. Pedro, how's it going? Why would you leave wireless meshing on if you aren't using meshing? It's on by default. So the reason I turned it off, I just turned it off today, is because I needed to create I have 4 SSIDs already, and I was just going to create another one, and the easiest way was just to disable the wireless meshing to create another one. But if you aren't using if you're not using Wi-Fi or if you're not using the wireless meshing, and you have all your access points cabled, and you only want 4 SSIDs, turn it off because you'll get more airtime. I carry my pack out on a hitch cargo rack. Awesome. Yeah, the Packouts are great. I do need to get a new vehicle though. I really would like to get some sort of truck. I'm just deciding which one. Oh, look at little MoCA there. I think that's MoCA. How old is this? Yeah, that's MoCA. Thoughts on UDM SE versus UDM Pro? Worth the price difference? Depends. Like if you need those couple PoE ports, which you could just buy a separate PoE switch. If you need the 2.5 gig WAN interface, I don't know. It's if you're buying new, I suggest getting the SE. But if you already have the UDM Pro, I would probably just buy a switch or like a PoE switch. Oh, John did say something. I got my UDR. Only thing I can not find is DNS to set up. So you need to do it under your internet. It will have, you could do it under your internet or you could do it under specific networks. Yeah, MoCA doesn't look like that anymore. She's a big girl now. Her sister, who was in the video this morning, is very small. Right? That's MoCA there. Happy that we got some new UniFi gear, and I don't know what she was doing up there, but I got a perfect picture. They're both sleeping. They're sleeping in the other room right now. They usually sleep up here, but I have all that stuff and I threw their beds off. Have you had any issues with your UDR? I had an RMA with my EA unit and they sent me a new one and I had to RMA it too. Oh, wow. So I don't have my UDR on all the time. I just kind of did it for that video and I was testing it for a little while. Other than that, I have a full rack of gear already. Just give me a sec. What the heck? That's not the one. There we go. Is this the one? No. I have way too many tabs open here. Oh, there we go. If you guys want to hit the like button, there's 98 of you here and only 27 likes. In the UniFi Designer, how much overlap is acceptable between multiple access points? Okay for the red to overlap. I wouldn't have the red overlap. Nope. You only want a bit of overlap between your access points. And the design center is a good place, is a good starting point, especially for homes. Like you're not going to get someone in your house to do a heat map scan, but if you're doing a business, you may want that if you need like perfect Wi-Fi. Maybe I'll do a video. I've already done a video on UniFi Design Center, but I'll do a video on like, I guess, design best practices maybe. The thermostat, I don't even know if they've announced that. That was just in one of their videos. Yeah, so the auto VPN, I was very upset about that. I was so excited to get my UXG or the UXG Pro, whatever it is, and then do an auto VPN. It's been a long time since I worked on a USG, and I'm like, yes, I could do auto VPN. I go into it, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It's because it's running the UniFi OS. Yeah, the design center is great if you put in your walls and everything. I think it's for a free program. Like, it is crazy how good it is. What else were you going to talk about here? G4 Doorbell Pro. I guess we could look at it. Another thing we should talk about is stock. So there has been a lot of people, I'm getting probably 20 comments a day, still people complaining about stock issues. Stock isn't an issue. The issue now is, I guess it is still a stock issue, but you need to wake up in the morning at like 7:15 a.m. Eastern, and there's a ton of stock that comes in, but then it gets taken out. So these G3 Flex, they're still in stock. They came in stock today. There was, how many Axis hubs? These Axis hubs came out yesterday. They had 1,000. They sold out of 1,000, and they released another 1,000 today. So G4 bullets, they were out today. I think about 700. UDM Pro, UDM SE. I think about 30 of these came out, somebody said. Stock has just been very good in the United States lately. Canada, we could still complain about that here because we haven't seen any. How you price your services jobs to customers. So if we're doing remote consultations, we charge $150 an hour Canadian. If you're in Canada, we have to charge you tax on that. If we're doing like a project job, it all depends. Like if we're doing a bunch of cabling, access points, it's going to be time and material, I guess you could say. Can Design Center account for a 2-story house? So you have to do your, I guess we could go into Design Center. Hold on a sec. I just got to make sure I'm not showing any customer designs. Oh, UI verify. Ba-ba-bum. All right. So, which project can I show? YouTube. Oh. I don't know when I did this. Delete that. What were we talking about here? Oh, to do just 2 floors. So you could add floor plans, but it doesn't layer on top of each other. Not yet. Hopefully they add that. I'm not too sure how they're going to. I guess they could do something like say what your floor is made of. In Canada, our floor is typically just like, wood. It's wood between, but there's other places in the world that would be concrete. Unified Design Center is great though. Like being able to see all your camera coverage by just moving the cameras is awesome. And then seeing your 2.4 and your 5. Like it's just really great for free. Don't cross the streams. What do you mean? Like you want me to talk about something different on Sunday? Is that what you mean? Yeah, especially because now I need to make some static routes. It's more work, but it can be done in the UI. No more JSON. Yep, that's true. I never even worked with JSON files. If somebody wanted me to, I just said I wasn't going to do the job. Yeah, so the multi-story, you can't really add it. I mean, you could add different floors. That's it. I always check at 8 a.m. Central Time. So if like whoever is a lot of creators right now, like myself, Willie, Crosstalk. Actually, I haven't seen Lawrence Systems post anything, but we all have affiliate links now too. So we're pushing out notifications on our Twitter when things are coming in stock. So every morning when like a UDM SE comes in stock, I'm posting it saying 600 UDMs, you know, in stock, and we have to put that it's an affiliate link. So you could, if you follow us on Twitter, you could always find out that way too. Let's see. Do you know if you can have multiple smart chimes in the house with the? I'm not too sure about that. I would assume so. I would assume you can, but I'm not too sure. I ordered my UDR at 6 p.m. UK and they sold out by 8. So that's actually a long time. Usually things in like the US sell out in 15 minutes. I've been trying to get I have 3 weeks to get a G4 dome. So the G4 domes released this morning. I think there was about 100 of them. Just moved into a new house that has coax run into each room instead of Ethernet, debating going fishing into the walls or just using the MoCA. Yeah, that's a hard debate. Like fishing. So in the video this morning when I was doing the in-wall video, I have a, we had a coax behind the TV and that's where I wanted to put the in-wall. But when we originally moved in here, I was trying to fish it and I yanked and the cable fell in the wall. But the coax was stapled. Usually they staple the coax all down the studs. So there would have been no way. And I don't want to cut up open walls. So I just put it where I did. Oh, it's a Ghostbusters reference. Gotcha, gotcha. Would you recommend PFSense with UniFi or using all UniFi devices? Depends, really. I mean, PFSense and UniFi, like if you're using PFSense as your firewall and then UniFi for your switching and Wi-Fi works great. But the UDM Pro and the UDM SE and the UXG, they're probably going to do most of everything that you need. I'm about to redo my home network Wi-Fi. My last piece is waiting on the Light 16 port, which was supposed to have arrived today or yesterday, due to arrive today. Nice. Usually they're pretty quick. They're pretty quick with shipping. The doorbell's already out. The doorbell came out a couple days ago. Mike, I'm gonna do a full video on the how you should design the Wi-Fi with overlaps and stuff like that. Yeah, I hope they add the 2-floor thing as well. And same with that Wi-Fi man app. Because when we're walking through the Wi-Fi man app, you only can do the 1 floor. So if you're doing that heat map scan, I think I have a video on it. Oh, that's a terrible thumbnail. All my thumbnails are brutal. I need to find a thumbnail artist. So this heat map thing, I don't have the LiDAR sensor or whatever it's called, but it's wicked. There are a couple things like doing multi-floor and being able to save it. You can't save it afterwards. I guess you could take a screenshot of your phone. I mean, I've watched the Ghostbusters, but I guess I didn't know it that well to know the joke, I guess. Yes, you can most definitely have too many APs. Depending on the size of your house, 8 would probably be quite a bit. Hello, Cody. Please, this is an odd question, but can you make a video on how to set up spanning tree? So spanning tree just works. I mean, you could change some things on it, but yeah, maybe I could do that. I'm actually planning on doing another video. Somebody commented. I did a link aggregation or a lag video, I think, a long time ago. Link? I forget what I called it, though. Oh, this one. In December 19th. Oh my lord, you could tell it's old. So maybe I'll do a new video with spanning tree and the link aggregations. Any chance you do a video on how to optimize a network for high devices? We bought a UniFi application server back in the day, but controller is flaky. Maybe? I mean, I should probably do another optimization video. I know Crosstalk Solutions just released one. I never use the application server. So the UniFi, the reason, I'll tell you how the Ubiquiti notification system works right now. So say we want to buy a G4 bullet. I click on the G4 bullet. We know it's out of stock. I'm not logged in right now, but let's pretend. Then you have that checkout box. So say if I'm the first person to hit that checkout box, then I'll get the email first. If I'm the 500th person to do it, I'm not going to get it until 500. But if they sell out within, 10 people, then you're not getting the email ever, because it goes in order how they do it. Which, I mean, I don't think is the best way, but yeah. Yes, hit the like button. Let's see if we could get close to 100 likes. We're at 52. Can you use the UDM or the Dream Machine SE as a cloud controller and not for routing? No, I don't think. Not that I've set it up that way, no. They have MoCA that could do up to 2.5. Yep, I believe so. And I'm thinking about doing it. My guitars are in the way. Oh, I'm moving the wrong way. So right down there, I have a coax connection, and I want to put a display there eventually. So I think I might do MoCA. Although I do have a conduit coming into my attic right above me, so I could just drop a cable down the wall. I have one of these as well. I'm not going to mention the name because it's still in EA. I actually have 2 of them. I'm not using them right now, though. I can't. It's still in EA, and I should have probably blanked that out of my video, but I forgot. Shipping isn't quick when you live in an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so yes, probably not in that case. I usually order something, like if I was to order something on Monday, I would get it by maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I feel like you almost just need a 6 Pro AP for up to 2,000 square feet. You probably could get away with it, honestly. Even this in-wall 6 did pretty well. Like if you saw my Google Sheet thing that I did at the end of the video, it worked pretty well. It all depends on how many clients you're connecting to it. The Wi-Fi Man app doesn't give an accurate representation of a signal when you roam APs. No, not really. No problem. The performance is better, I would assume, in the Wi-Fi 6 in-wall than the AC Pro. The AC Pro, they've been releasing a ton of them as well. I've been seeing them come in every day. I need to sit back. Whoops, I just shook my table. I gotta sit back, my back hurts. Trying to get a Wi-Fi 6 in-wall, but I don't know if they will ever catch up with the demand. Well, it did just release yesterday, mind you. And I think they only released about 400 of them in the US. Can you I'm thinking about maybe giving one away eventually. Yes, first come, first serve. I probably should have said that. It would have been a lot easier. I love seeing my APs on my ceiling. I get that. I mean, I don't mind seeing my APs on my ceiling. Some people don't like it, but I love the blue lights. And if you have some of the older U6LRs, they may actually still do it, but they have the RGB in it, which is awesome. Thanks for posting about the G4 doorbell the other day. I was able to get one. Awesome. I mean, sometimes it could feel spammy when I'm pushing out a bunch of links saying that things are out, and it is an affiliate link. But even before I got the affiliate link, I was pushing out SOC notifications. Does the smart sensor detect burglar alarms? UniFi monitoring my smoke and burglar alarm with no monthly subscription is very appealing. I don't think so. So people were telling me that it does kind of monitor your CO2 and your fire alarm. What I would like to, so we could set a schedule with these sensors, and if somebody cracks the door, that somehow we have an alarm go off. I think that would be amazing, but it's not there yet. That I can't talk about either. That's just sitting there. Here, well, you can see that thing there, and oh, there might be another something in that box. Oh, and maybe in that box too, but it's very dark back there, so you can't really see this camera. I need to set it up a little differently. I have two Elgato lights shining on me right now, but it doesn't pick up in the back. Hopefully, I don't know when they're going to release Connect. Hopefully it's soon. I think it's going to be really good. I have a 2,400 square foot 2-home story, and I get great coverage from 2 U6 lights. I know some we're talking about 2-story homes. The U6 lights are good as well. Yeah. Albert, I think it's going to. I think it's going to. You just need to wait for a Dream Machine update, which I thought they would have had out by now, which they haven't. So they released this UniFi Network application 7166. I don't really know what they did. So it just improved stability when using a mobile app, so that there wasn't really much there. Hopefully they come out soon. I would have thought it was going to release this week, but it didn't. I don't think you can force the mapping. Although I don't have a newer iPhone, I'm not too sure. I almost upgraded my iPhone just to do the video, so I had that like LiDAR sensor in it, so it would show me walls and things like that. Question, let's say you have someone at your house that shouldn't be there that's trying to get in. Is there a way to make an alarm noise to alert? So that's what I was talking about. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Not as of yet anyway. I think that would be a great feature for them to add. You can also turn the blue light off the access points. Yep, you could turn the lights off. Yep. The problem with turning them off, if there's an issue, you don't really know, right? But then again, you could just go into your controller. The application server wasn't the best buy, never got an update, was on an old Ubuntu, and after upgrading the application UI, didn't work anymore. It runs on a Node web server. Oh, that sucks. So that if the primary link goes off, the secondary link takes over. I'm not, oh, hold on. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Gotcha. I've had luck putting the AP on the second floor. You know what? And it all depends on placement, right? So right now I'm only using the 3 APs. I have the 2 U6 Pros, the ones in my backyard in the catio. If you guys haven't seen the catio. There's the catio. I didn't end up putting this U6 light. That trench, yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a fun video. It took a lot longer than it should have. There's no sound. Okay, good. And that switch, you could see how dirty it got. But so many people were complaining that I have an AI 360 in here, thinking that it was totally useless. And I mean, it probably is useless, but when we're inside and we put the cats out for a little bit, I want to be watching them and see what they're doing just in case they get in trouble. And then I could listen in on them as well. Kevin, thank you for becoming a network manager. Or you know, I think you remember before. But thank you, appreciated. There's no Catio YouTube live stream channel. So many people have asked me to do live stream for it. Like we don't have the cats out there that often. It's only really when we're outside with them. I already feel like I stream a lot of my life, so I don't know if I want to have like a 24/7 feed going. I'm not, Chris, I'm not too sure if there's any third party. I would doubt it. Ubiquiti is a pretty closed ecosystem. I'm hoping that they introduce like a chime alarm that you could do it with. I can't confirm or deny what that is, but you could probably tell by the shape. I think I've done a video on the ViewPort. They work very well. Another odd question: between the Cisco SG switch and a UniFi switch, which is the best stability in a school? I don't know. Cisco makes rock solid stuff. I mean, it just works and it will keep working and keep working and keep working. But Ubiquiti is really good as well. Their switching is great. You could do either or. I just don't work with Cisco that much anymore. I have a 2-story house, same dimensions, both floors. I have a 6 Pro upstairs and a 6 mesh downstairs. Works very well. Likely would have just worked off both 6 mesh. The 6 mesh is great. It does get hot. I did notice that. It was time for an upgrade. I didn't like the title. Yeah, I forget what titles I even have. I need to revamp it a little bit. Because we could give custom like emojis too. Like I got this one here. Access point. My 2 cats. So eventually whenever, I mean, I don't really push the memberships too much anymore. How do I get rid of this? I want to get out of the emojis. There we go. I don't really push the memberships too much anymore, but if people do want to join, like I'm gonna, there's things we could do. Like I could release, if I release a video, you could get early access and stuff like it, or stuff like that. Yes, that's exactly it. Ream doll. That's right. Yeah, I haven't worked with Cisco in a long time. I did see Lawrence System got. Oops. He got something shipped to him. How do I? I'm not gonna look him up. But it's I think it's a small business Cisco switch because he did a video with David Bumble, or Bomble, however you pronounce it. There are some smart home assistants and Hubatat hacks that you can get in info data from UniFi. Oh, cool. I really like the smart sensors. I think they work really well. They're cool. I think they have a lot of functionality. Like on this door, do I really need it? Actually, we could probably tell the heat though. Let's take a look at it. Office door. It is 25 degrees in here right now. In this office where I'm sitting, I have the air conditioning on too. 25.1. That's crazy. That's way too hot. Green wall. Yeah, that works too. We're all UniFi with 1,000 plus minus 1,000 students, and only trouble we have was with the USG. We are using the Pro line for layer 3, so the switches don't get too much pressure. Yeah, you probably with the USG and that many students, you're probably gonna have issues. Cisco stock dropped. Yeah, I think a lot of stocks dropped. The only thing I have stock in is Ubiquiti. I have a bit or quite a bit of stock in Ubiquiti. So hopefully they keep going up, but we'll see. That will be my retirement maybe one day. Have you seen the RJ45 crimpers that have the wire pass-throughs but have the cap? Yes, I have. They're called Cap 45. The Cap 40, so the problem with pass-through when you're doing outdoor work, you should never use pass-through unless you're using the Cap 45s, is the copper is exposed, condensation will get on it and blow your PoE ports. What the heck are those? Cap 45, Cap 45. I've been meaning to buy their tool. Oh, Simply 45, that's what they are. Simply, maybe I'll buy their tool today. So it's these guys. They do the Cap 45. I use their pass-throughs and normal RJ45s all the time. This Pro series. Yeah, right here. And I like this like see-through red color that they have, and the boot is nice on it as well. So you terminate, and really to get that good flush cut, you want to use their tool. This cap 45, like it is such a small piece of plastic. I've lost a ton of them. But yeah, they're great. They're a little more expensive, but they work well. Let's see. Tom got this Cisco attempt in UniFi, but yep. I know he did a video on, I think, the 1000 series of it. That was a long while ago, though. Not sure if you do this, but could I ask for your consulting to take a look at my layout and if I'm heading there? Yes, absolutely. I do that all the time. Actually, I had like 5 people reach out to me today. You just need to go to my website, click on Hire Us Contact. It's the same thing. Just fill out the information, and I will be back to you in no time, or, you know, a bit of time. It is pretty much the weekend now. I do pretty well work every day, though. There's not really a day that I don't do some sort of consulting. HSBR, let's see what you mean by that. You mean networking? You mean like hot standby routing protocol? Is that what you mean? Where was I? The layer 3, like we haven't set up any businesses with layer 3 anyway, but when I was using it and creating the access list in it, I don't know if I'm sold on it yet either. Hey Cody, any performance issues with the PPPoE connections with the UDMSE? I have Bell 1 gig and the Home Hub 4000. So I don't have issues. I don't know if I could pull it. Well, maybe I do. Oh, thank the Lord. I thought that app didn't show my public IP, but I didn't think that it would pop up on this screen. I thought I got my full throughput. Actually, I am live streaming, so I probably shouldn't be doing a speed test. My download is at 641. If I lag out a bit here, it's because I'm doing speed test. So I have a gig by a gig, and that's what I'm getting. And I'm using PPPoE as well. 641. So we should be closer to the 800 mark. So maybe they are still having issues with the PPPoE. I know with the UDM Pro, there was a firmware update where I was getting full speed. Tom, Cody, and Chris seem like solid dudes to have a drink with. I am down for drinks, except I don't drink alcohol. Yeah. I'll drink some Perrier water or some Diet Coke. Probably 21 degrees because of your smart sensors near the ceiling. That's true. It's about probably 6'6". You know, it's a normal size of a door. But it is still hot. Like these lights, people don't understand how warm these lights get. Wifey said I have to wait before I get a new sensor. Get divorced. That's funny. Yeah, that's always for me, I could pretty much buy whatever I want just because it's a bit of a business write-off. Yes, yep. Cap 45s are great. I need to figure out where I could get them easier though. Wish we had those keystones you're using in Sweden. You might be able to get them off Amazon. I don't know if you have Amazon there, I would assume. Backup addict, I would assume that might be integrated with Connect. Here in Florida, our homes are block, but the dividers between the floors is wood, so signal goes through. We're planning on buying a place in Florida eventually. Oh, sweet. So yeah, Dreamwall just landed in EU. Go grab it. For talk, can you use it phone to phone in a house? I forget if you can. I've had a few people ask me. I should check that out. I'm not too sure. I'll check to see if it did work. Let's see. I think it did. Somebody else purchased something, so I'm sure it did. Let's see. What are your thoughts on an NVR wall that can go with the Dream Wall? Well, the Dream Wall Pro has an NVR built into it, right? And it has the dual drive redundancy, I believe. Yes, hot standby routing protocol. Did I read it wrong? I thought you had those. Yeah, you just had the words wrong. I think Ubiquiti will have like high availability shortly, because in their video with the PDU Pro, it kind of showed that. I'm probably only going to be on here another 10 minutes because I got to get out and do some things today and got to get some work done. So ask your questions. Monday I'm going on site to do another job that I could film. What we're doing, where they have their little rack right now, the person wants to move it onto a wall and put it in a big rack. So we're going to rip all the terminations off of the patch panel, re-terminate everything, patch it in, punch it down, install their network gear. They have a bunch of UniFi switches. I forget what they're using for their firewall. I think we're installing an AI 360, another camera, maybe running a few cables. I forget. But anyway, I'm going to try to film as much of it as possible. I know people do like those on site. I don't really know what else to do with the on-site videos. A lot of them are pretty much the same. Me running cables, installing devices, terminating jacks. That's it. And my brother will probably be on that one too. Yeah, well, I can't speak on this, but I believe it does have, think of the UDR, what the UDR has, and the UDW has something similar to that. Okay, close that. What else? I thought there was, so upcoming videos, the G4 Doorbell Pro, that will be coming out whenever I get it. I did get the ATA. So I just got that today. I forget what else I'm getting. I feel like I'm missing something. So that's cool. I like that. I don't know what else is coming up. I have an Ingenious video that I've started. Switch, I still have to do that Aruba switching. I just really like Ubiquiti, so I always, something new comes out Ubiquiti, and then I put that to the front of the line and then push it out. Well, yeah, so on-site videos aren't easy if you don't have people to sit and film for you. So really, I just have like a tripod and I point it at myself. My brother will be with me, so maybe he'll be able to, move the camera around a little bit and figure it out. But I don't know. It's really more just time-lapse than anything, because if I didn't time-lapse it, the video would be 8 hours long. What are your thoughts on why Ubiquiti puts so many types of sensors into one of the smart sensor instead of a bunch of cheaper? I think they probably put it in there so you could use it as whatever you want. Let's see. I give up. Seems like I'm getting filtered. Just wanted to let you know about that product. Super handy, but pricey. So if you were trying to put links or anything like that in the chat, YouTube won't let it. So I did have a head cam. I have what is it called? A GoPro, but I don't know. It's so much work doing these on-site videos because I have to worry about getting footage. I have to worry about, doing the work and finishing, and the people don't want to wait around all day for me to do the work. You can't load third-party cameras. Nope. Yes, we do need more likes. We're at 70. Oh, me. Which is better, Wi-Fi 6 mesh or the in-wall 6? They both have different use cases. I don't really know because I haven't used the in-wall for that long. I just put it in today. I like the smart sensors. It could do a lot, and I don't have to have a bunch of different sensors for different purposes. Exactly. We're installing, or I don't know. I always say we're. I may be hiring my brother on full time, but we'll see about that. I'm going to be installing like a bunch of these sensors in a greenhouse, you could think of it, because they want to do temperature and humidity readings, and they already have UniFi Protect. So instead of, buying a different system, they're just going to go with that. So yeah, UniFi Talk, we're gonna bring this. I have to buy an analog phone, I guess. I don't know if I have an analog phone. I think Ingenious sent me actually a long range portable phone that might be analog that I could use for this. Oh, really? I've never seen that, gifters. The only thing more frustrating than waiting for UI devices to come into stock is Ubiquiti canceling your order and not telling you that they did. I'd be sending them an email. One says 3x3. I'm pretty sure it's 4x4. So the 5 gigahertz is 4x4 and the 2.4 is 2x2. Same for this, 4x4 and 2x2. I wonder if you're looking at an old access point. They have this one here. You're probably looking... They don't even show it here. Product summary. Oh, they don't even show it. Interesting. I know a bunch of people who bought these thinking that they were the newest one. Like, I had a customer buy like 25 of them. And these things are pretty old. So try not to buy the AC in-walls. If you want to go with a lower model than the new one, get the in-wall HD at least. I could do fax, but I don't have a fax machine. I haven't used fax in years. Got a 90s style cordless for the test, complete with extendable antennas. Nice. I want to get one of those rotary phones, maybe. Oh, where was it? Where's my Instagram? I love these style of phones. That's a nice house. Where are they? My uncle and I were doing a camera job for somebody. The heck is it? They had this old... Well, I'll just show you. But it was an old phone. I think I have it on here. Couldn't have been that far back. Maybe I put it on TikTok. Maybe I just post too much. That's probably the issue. Let's see. I don't think it was that far back. I swear, maybe I put it on Twitter. Oh, I don't want to be looking through my Twitter. I post too much there. It was like an old Bell phone. It's like a gray. Hangs on the wall. Where the heck is it? It had like it's kind of like this, I guess, but a lot nicer. So it's kind of like this phone, I guess. It would be cool to get one of those and get it working with UniFi Talk. I doubt it would work, but it would be pretty interesting. Oh, you're waiting for a reply. Okay. I'm sure you'll get a reply back. That's kind of it's a bad move if they did that. Hi Cody, would someone want a phone touch locked versus a phone touch unlocked? I'm honestly not too sure what that's about, and I can't really talk about it, and I don't know much about the locked phone. I think it's probably the price will be a lot cheaper. I don't know. Cody, is UniFi Talk support a local PBS-based internet communications without the subscription? Well, you still have to pay for a subscription fee for like the SIP service, like $9 a month or something like that for 3,000 minutes. I am doing great. Thank you very much. I have a 2-story house with 2 APs. On the first floor, I have the U6LR, and on the second floor, the U6 Lite. From your experience, is it better to have the U6 higher? I would have it on my ceiling if you could have it right on the ceiling. What the heck is this? Panel. I've never heard of that name. I might just be thinking. So O and Q panel? I'm not too sure what that is. What is your favorite UniFi Protect camera and why? Oh, I like them all. The G4 Bullet, I think, is priced well. It does, you know, I forget what the megapixel on it. Was it 4 megapixel? You could bump up to high frame rate mode, which will give it, I think, 48 frames per second. And the ballpoint with those Bullet cameras is just so much easier to get angles with. So I would think that's my favorite one. The AI360 is a close contender. I think the AI360 is just a really great camera. For PPPoE, are you doing bridge mode on the ISP box or directly? So I am doing bridge mode, but I do have a business line here. So I don't know if they allow you to on residential lines. I would think it is. I don't know for sure though. I'm not 100% sure. All right, so 5 more minutes. I did say 10 minutes, like probably 20 minutes ago. But we'll stay on here for 5 more minutes. Before my voice cuts out, because I could feel it. I uploaded that video today, the in-wall video, and I watched it all. I always watch it all before. And I forgot to edit like 10 minutes of it out. Ugh. I was so mad because the re-render takes forever. Let's see. What was the last job I did? Oh yeah, this job. This job was interesting. So we didn't do the cabling, and the company who did the cabling there, they did a great job. It's all Cat 6A. But we had to mount to, it was all free air. So trying to mount it to things, I only got 1 picture of the access point. So that was just on the strut, which was not too bad. But this is what they had left for us for a camera. So we just put it on there, box there. Then it was free air cable down, and then like a conduit down, and it just stubbed out there. It was a weird install. You could tell right there. But I don't know about Cat 6A. I don't like terminating it. With all the little shielding between it. Didn't watch the whole thing. Do you think the G4 doorbell will work with access and the NFC? I'm not too sure. I think it would be interesting if it did, though. When it comes to UniFi, can you justify the cost of everything for your average home? I think so. So with most people working from home or having the option to, I mean, not everybody can. The one thing you need is good, stable internet connection. And I believe like with UniFi, you could get that if it's set up properly. For me, I don't think the cost is that expensive. You could get a U6 Lite for $99. You could get a firewall for, I mean, well, $499, which might be a little expensive, but really you could get a Dream router for $199 when it's in stock and have a firewall, have the full UniFi OS capabilities, plus a built-in access point. So I think it's worth it. Maybe we will start doing these Friday streams a little more. The next giveaway, what am I doing? What was I going to do for the next giveaway? It will be next month, which is actually not too far away. So I got to decide what I want to give away. I think Vertical Cable is sending me some stuff. I reached out to them. I said, do you want to send me some stuff for one of my giveaways? And I'll shout you guys out and put you in the description. I think they're going to give me like an iPunch tool and some other, maybe a couple patch panels. So that will be interesting to give that away. Network panel. Yes, maybe. I haven't seen that. Like, are you I'll have to look that up. Oh, the QNC panels. Are you talking about something like this? Oh, like this. Oops. Like something like that? That actually kind of looks like the dream wall design. And that's what I'm thinking most people will do for the dream wall. It would be for like houses that don't need a crazy amount of ports, that are like a home automated house. Hey, Cody and the cats. Good evening. How's it going? I wish the cats were up, but they're sleeping. Yes, Wi-Fi in the summer. It was so worth it. Yes, it is. Yep, on the deck. Absolutely. Robot Boys. Is it going Robot Boys? We did have Robot Boys the other day. I don't know if it's still doing that. I think it's just my voice given away. Give away a rack. That would get very expensive for shipping. I don't really trust the ISP's router, so I probably still would say yes. Wish UniFi did a VPN callback so you could get employee like a USG and they call back to the VPN server. Yeah, that would make sense. Yep. It's not expensive compared to other brands that aren't budget brands. That's true. I mean, TP-Link, their Amada works fairly well, and it would be good for a house and it'd be cheaper than Ubiquiti. Why do you still install Cat 5e, Cat 6 in Germany, Cat 7 is standard? Because we don't install Cat 5e. Cat 6 is the standard here right now. There's standards, different standards everywhere in the world. Okay, so somebody did send me, I forget the name of them. And I should have done a video on it already, but I haven't. Because I don't know where to put it. Who the heck was it who gave me it? I'm pretty sure I have a picture of it, but it was something like that, the same box. They sent me so much stuff. It's just sitting in my basement. It was like one of those... Yeah, it was exactly what that was. I'm pretty sure I put them on here. I'm almost positive. Oh, here's that phone. There we go. That kind of looks like the squirrel. That squirrel from Ice Age. What the heck was the box called? Oh, I totally forget. Oh, well. It's gone. But it was one of those in-wall boxes. Oh, here we go. I don't know if this is bad words or anything, but we're going to have to... We'll just put them in timeout. All right, they're timed out. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Do Wi-Fi 6 devices have the ability to have one SSID and have devices like IoT connect to different VLAN? No. You have to have different SSIDs for different VLANs. Do you recommend installing the UniFi Lite directly above a G4 bullet? Probably not. I mean, it's more for motion. Yeah, I got to go as well. So thanks everybody for coming by. If you are buying any Ubiquiti gear and you want to use my affiliate links to help out the channel, it's greatly appreciated. This one is for the US. This one is for the EU. The rest of the stores don't currently work right now. I will be live Sunday at 11 a.m. EST. I will answer this by Ed because thank you for the super sticker. I do appreciate it. UniFi VPN is nice, easy setup and works well with all my devices. Never tried VPN one click. It's very easy as well. And the teleport is even easier. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. If you're in Canada, have a great long weekend. And I will talk to everybody on Sunday.